Event 17, the girls 10 and under 4x50 meter medley relay. Heat 1 of 2 heats in this time final set of swims. Once again, heat 1 of 2. Madam Referee. First heat of the 10 and under 4x50 meter medley relay. We've got two teams in the water here. Lane 2 is UVic Pacifico Swimming C team and the Comox Valley Aquatic Club B team in lane 3. Just off of the 100 meter wall, heading in towards the 150 meter turn, halfway through the butterfly leg of the race. Juliana Roper in for Pacific Coast in lane 2, and Clara LeBlanc for the Comox Valley Aquatic Club B team in lane 3. About 2 bike lengths ahead for Roper in lane 2, and entering into the final 5 meters before the 150 meter turn. Turning times at the 150 meter are 2:51.02, 2:57.99. First in 3, second in 2. Comox Valley Aquatic Club's leading the way. Claire Hindman for the final 50 of freestyle, and it's Adair Nadeau for Pacific Coast Swimming C team in lane 2. Top time in lane 3, 3:37.80 for Comox Valley Aquatic Club's B team, and 3:37.80. And 3:45.90 in lane 2 for Pacific Coast Swimming C team. Moving on to our second heat of the girls 10 and under 4x50. Our top seed teams, lane 1, Pacific Coast Swimming's B team, composed of Lucia White, Avery Hill, Taya Alexandra Picardi, and Grace Payette. In lane 2, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's A team, Elise McCluskey, Molly Picard, Ashley McDonald, Sophia Lee. Nam Riptides lane 3, Zoe Flood, Linnea Cox, Charlotte Christensen, Phoebe Stevenson. In lane 4, Pacific Coast Swimming's Elodie Chernikoff, Katie McLaren, Ada Chen, and Sophia Saska. And Duncan Stingrays in lane 5, Chelsea Reuter, Nella Stivich, Nina Lempinen, and Tegan Dunaway. Heat 2 time final for the girls 10 and under 4x50 meter medley relay, Heat 2. $50 meters into this 4x50. 44:43 is the leading time. In lane 4 for Pacific Coast Swimming, Katie McLaren in for the second 50, the breaststroke leg of the race. Following second to the 75-meter wall, we've got lane 3. Nam Riptides is Linnea Cox in for the second 50 here. And Pacific Coast Swimming in lane 4. Lane 5, Duncan Stingrays, Nella Stivich. Top time at the 100-meter turn, 131.65, 136.37, and 142.69. Showing for our top 3. Top time in lane 4 for Pacific Coast, Ada Chen now for the 50 fly. Lane 2, second, Ashley McDonald in for the third 75, and Pacific Coast Swimming's B team edging out Duncan in lane 5 for current third place at the 100-meter turn. Coming into the 150-meter turnover here. 2:12.95 into the final 50 for Pacific Coast in lane 4. Second into for Comox, Sophia Lee anchoring out the 50 free here. Down the final 25 in lane 4, Pacific Coast Swimming coming into touch first. 2:55.36. First place time in the second of 2 heats in the 4x50 meter medley relay on the girls' side, 2:55.36, 3:06.94, second into for Comox. And it's 3:14.38 for third place. Swimming in lane 1, it was UVic Pacific Coast Swimming's B team with the time. Next up is event 18, the one and only heat for the boys 200-meter medley relay. Swimming in lane 3, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's A team of Jace Hemingway, Bennett Sachucci, Cameron Lewell, and Simon Pellerin. Lane 4, Pacific Coast Swimming, Arnav GC, Oscar Ross, Derek Francois, and Owen Schroeder. Heat 1 of 1 for the time final swim of the boys 200-meter medley relay. Heat 1. Coming into the 50-meter turn, pretty close between our two teams. Comox in 3, Pacific Coast in 4. Leading turnover is in lane 3 for Comox, 45-11, 45-8-7 in lane 4 for Pacific Coast. (141.35), lane 4 for Pacific Coast. Leading into the fly 50. Again, 141.35 for the 100-meter split. Turnover time for Comox in lane 3, 156.91. (238.18). Pacific Coast Swimming still leading in lane 4. Good 50 of fly though for Comox Valley on that third 50, closing the gap somewhat. However, during this 50 freestyle, last 50 here, anchoring 50, Pacific Coast building some ground again into the last few meters of this 4x50 medley. Into the final 5 meters of this race, touching first in lane 4, 3:21.42 for Pacific Coast Swimming in lane 4. At a time showing 3:29.86 for second place in 3 for Comox Valley Aquatic Club. Coaches and swimmers, there's a slight update to our breaks. We are having now a 10-minute session break right this very second, starting now. We'll be resuming our session at 3:51. And we'll be resuming our session at 3:51 for the girls 10 and under 100-meter butterfly.
just to me and you. And if we ever go together again, I wanna promise that we see this through. So I am not free to be whoever I want to be. Can somebody come? Can somebody come in? Can someone come and rescue me? I'm not afraid to be who I want to be. I'm not afraid. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Rescue me.
There's a disqualification in Event 18, Heat 1, Lane 4. Again, disqualification Event 18, Heat 1, Lane 4.
Can somebody set me free? Can somebody set me free?
I'm all run out of luck, seeking what's not meant to be mine, far and wide, until the ground swallows up all I am. No, I won't give up. I know I'll find. We'll be dancing all night. My hands around your waist. I cannot wait till we're dancing all night. I just wanna hold you close. Never let you go, never let you go. I've been waiting for a long, long time, but nothing comes to those. Nothing comes, I know we'll be dancing all night. My hands around your waist. I cannot wait till we're dancing all night. I just wanna hold you close. Never let you go, never let you go.
I stood at the edge too long and watched the waves carry my soul off farther than I could see. That's when I reached the end of me. Emptier than the sky, light was in full exposure. One bullet to the bullseye. My heart was taking over. I forget my lows in the afterglow, in the afterglow. Solace is composed in the afterglow, in the afterglow. Reveries unfold in the afterglow, in the afterglow. Never letting go of the afterglow, of the afterglow.
Swimmers and coaches, we're going to get our session back underway here. If we can have any and all swimmers who are in the girls 100-meter butterfly not behind the blocks, please make your way behind the blocks at this time. And any of our officials, please take your positions if you are not in your designated position at this time. We'll be resuming the session in just a few moments here. Additionally, to all swimmers and coaches, small update to our session timeline for the awards specifically. We will be presenting awards for the 4x50 meter medley relay and the girls and boys 100 meter butterfly during our next break, which will be taking place after the conclusion of the boys 50 freestyle. So again, our next break will be taking place at the end of the boys 50 freestyle, at which time we will be presenting awards for the girls and boys 4x50 meter medley relay and girls and boys 100 meter butterfly. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the session back going here with event 19, the girls 10 and under 100 meter butterfly. This is heat 1 of 2 heats in the event. Once again, heat 1 of the girls 100 fly. First heat of the 10 and girls 100 meter butterfly. Lane 2 in this race is Ashley McDonald for Comox. Lane 3, Duncan Stingray's Nina Lempinen. And in lane 4, Pacific Coast Swimming's Karina McDougall. '50-meter turn is 58.61 and followed just over a tenth of a second back, 58.79. McDonald leading in 2, Lempinen second in 3, and Karina McDougall for third at the 50 in 4, 106.26. Body length and a half in front, entering the final 10 meters of this time final 100 butterfly. Coming in first in lane 3, it's Duncan Stingray's Lempinen for first, 1:55.93. Second place in lane 2, 2:01.50 for Ashley McDonald of Comox Valley Aquatic Club. And final 5 meters now for Pacific Coast Swimming's Karina McDougall in lane 4. Touching 2:22.76. Moving on now to our second of 2 heats for the girls to 100-meter butterfly. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, make some noise for your top seeds. Lane 2, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Elise McCluskey. Swimming in lane 3 from Pacific Coast Swimming, Ada Chen. In lane 4 from Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska. And swimming in lane 5 from the Nanaimo Riptide swim team, Phoebe Stevenson. Ladies and gentlemen, time final for the second of 2 heats in the girls 100-meter butterfly, heat 2. The top time in Heat 2 is a 1:32.04 in lane 3 from Pacific Coast Swimming's Ada Chen. And 1:32.04. Second place time in lane 4, 1:39.14 in lane 4 for Sophia Saska, Pacific Coast. And a third place touch in 1:42.82, lane 2, Elise McCluskey for the Comox Valley Aquatic Club.
I swear I never see you go.
Moving on to our next race, this is event 20, the boys 100-meter butterfly, our first and only heat in the event. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our top seeds. Swimming in lane 2, Pacific Coast Swimming, Arnav GC. In lane 3, from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Bennett Sakuchi. In lane 4 from Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Cameron Lewell. And swimming in lane 5 from Pacific Coast Swimming, Owen Schroeder. The time final for the boys 100-meter butterfly, heat 1 of 1. Madam referee. Close at the 50, 50.53 in lane 5 for Owen Schroeder of Pacific Coast, 50.88 in lane 3. Second at the 50 for Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Bennett Sakuchi, and 54.37 in lane 4 for Cameron Lewell, Comox Sharks. Top time in lane 3, 1:42.98. That's for Bennett Sakuchi of the Comox Valley Aquatic Club. We got a second place touch in lane 5 with the time not quite showing on the board for Owen Schroeder, Pacific Coast. Lane 4, third place touch, 1:53.60 for Cameron Lewell of Comox Valley. The next race up is event 21, the girls 50-meter freestyle. This will be heat 1 of 7 heats in these time final swims. Again, heat 1 of 7. Swimming in lane 2 in this race, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Molly Picard. Lane 3, Nanaimo Riptide's Liv McAllister. And in lane 4, Island Swimming's Talia Wolf. Top time is in 3-2 rather. Time not quite showing on the board at this time. However, top touch rather from Molly Picard of Comox. We got a second and third place touch in lanes 4 and 3. And the only time showing on the board, however, is in lane 3, 52.75. We got 56.04 now for our second place touch. Liv McAllister with 52.75, 56.04 for the second place touch in Island Swimming's Talia Wolf. Time not exactly accurate with the touch itself. Moving on to our second heat of the girls 50-meter freestyle in a few moments here. Heat 2 of the girls 50-meter free. Again, Heat 2, timed final. Swimming in lane 2 in this heat, Karina McDougall for Pacific Coast. Lane 3, Jordan Stewart for Island Swimming. Lane 4, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Annabelle Ludwig. Lane 5 is Duncan Stingray's Nella Stivich. Under the final 5, and it's going to touch first in lane 3. It's 45.37 for Jordan Stewart of Island Swimming. Second place in lane 2, 48.36, and 51.84 for third in 4. Karina McDougall for second, Pacific Coast in 2, and Annabelle Ludwig for Comox, third in 4. Moving on in the race, this is Heat 3 now of 7 heats of the girls 50-meter freestyle. Heat 3, timed final. There's a disqualification to announce in Event 20, Heat 1, Lane 2. Again, disqualification, Event 20, Heat 1, Lane 2. Heat 3 of the girls 50 free, and coming down the final 25 here, entering the final 5 meters of the race. Lane 3 out in front. June Courage for the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, setting herself out from the rest of the pack by about a body length and a half. Time, unfortunately, not showing the board in lane 3. We have a second place touch, 49.29, and then a few light touches. Not entirely certain what the third place position.
There are stars which we cannot see. They still shine.
Moving on to Heat 4 now of the girls 50-meter freestyle. Heat 4 of 7 heats, timed final. Swimming in lane 1 in this race, Island Swimming's Edie Gregson. Lane 2, Pacific Coast Swimming, Juliana Roper. In lane 4, Comox Valley Sharks, Tuesday Sulak. Lane 5 is Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Clara LeBlanc. And lane 6, Island Swimming's Kaya Poirier. Close race across the pool again, looking good in lane 5 for Clara LeBlanc of Comox, however. Under the final 5 and touching first, 41.29 for Poirier. Pardon me, for LeBlanc. Poirier second in lane 6 with a time of 43 flat. And it's the third place finish, 43.55 in lane 2 for Juliana Roper of Pacific Coast. Moving on to Heat 5 of 7 now for the girls 50 free. Heat 5, time final. Fastest time in the race thus far this morning stands 41.29, and swimming in this race, lane 1, Sophia Lee for Comox, lane 2, Lucia White for Pacific Coast, Arden Campbell for Island Swimming in 3, Nanaimo Riptides Cameron Baines in 4, Grace Payette for Pacific Coast in 5, and Stingrays in 6, Chelsea Reuter looking good into the final 5 meters for Cameron Baines of the Riptides in 4. It's going to be a top time of 41.87. Second place, 43.07 in 3. And we've got a light touch for third, I believe, in 6. Top time, the time showing for third, nonetheless, is 44.71 in lane 1 for Sophia Lee. Moving on to our 6th of 7 heats in the girls 50-meter freestyle, Heat 6, time final. Leading the way into the final 5 meters in Heat 6, lane 3, Tegan Dunaway for Duncan. Closely followed in lane 5 by Brinley Ludwig. Top time, however, is in 3, 39.42 for Tegan Dunaway of the Stingrays. We got a second place finish in 5, 40.23 for Ludwig. And lane 4, third, Pacific Coast Swimming's Tea Alexandra Picardi. Top time is 39.42. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our 7th and final heat of the girls 50-meter freestyle. Put your hands together for our top seeds. Swimming in lane 1 from Pacific Coast Swimming, Elodie Chernenkov. Swimming in lane 2 from the Nanaimo Riptides, Phoebe Stevenson. In lane 3 from Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska. Lane 4, representing Island Swimming, Raina Eames. Lane 5, Pacific Coast Swimming's Katie McLaren. And swimming in lane 6, Pacific Coast Swimming, Avery Hill. Girls 50-meter freestyle, Heat 7 of 7, timed final. Close into the final 25 here. 3 and 4 battling it out. Advantage in lane 3 for Sofia Saska, building through the final 5 into the wall, touching with a time of 34.79. It's 35.39 for second. That's Raina Ames for Island Swimming in lane 4. Got a third place finish in lane 2, 36.75 for Phoebe Stevenson of Nanaimo Riptides. Great race to cap off the girls' 50-meter freestyle. This time we're moving on to event 22, the boys 50-meter freestyle. This will be heat 1 of 3 heats in the event. So heat 1, time final. Three swimmers in the water for this first heat of the boys 50 free. Lane 2, Pacific Coast Swimming, Luca McKnight. Lane 3, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Jace Hemingway. And lane 4 is Island Swimming's Elliot Warder. And your current lead into the final 5 meters of this race. Touching first for Island Swimming, 40.83. Second place finish in lane number 2. It's time not quite showing on the board. Nonetheless, Luca McKnight for Pacific Coast and Jace Hemingway for Comox bringing up third, 50.54 showing on the board for the third place touch. Moving into our second of 3 heats for the boys 50-meter freestyle, heat 2, time final. There is a disqualification in event 21, heat 5, lane 1. Again, disqualification, event 21, heat 5, lane 1. Close race shaping up here in between 5 and 4. Advantage in lane 4. It's first place in 4. Time showing 42.14, however, that's perhaps a light touch. 42.08 showing for the second touch in lane 5. Or perhaps 42.08, the top time showing nonetheless on the board for lane 5. Arnav GC Pacific Coast, 42.14 showing for second in 4. Kieran Dunway for Duncan. And Ryan Vandenberg for the Nanaimo Riptides showing at third in lane 3. Moving on to our third and final heat for the boys 50-meter freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, your top seeds swimming in lane 1 from Island Swimming, it's Cooper Horston. Lane 2 from the Duncan swim team, Waylon McGregor. Lane 3, Pacific Coast Swimming, Derek Francois. In lane 4, representing the Comox Sharks, Bennett Sakuchi. Lane 5, Ravenshaw Aquatic Club, Tylen Benson. And in lane 6, from the Nanaimo Riptides, Wilmer Wang. Boys 50-meter freestyle, heat 3 of 3, time final. A reminder to coaches and swimmers, with the start of this race, there will be a small 10-minute session break following the conclusion of this race. During that break, we will be presenting medals for the 4x50 medley relay and the girls and boys 100-meter butterfly. Strong start out in front for lanes 5 through 3. Tylen Benson, Bennett Sakuchi, and Derek Francois, these boys pacing themselves very well into the final few meters of the race. Very close for first. It's lane 4, 36-24 for Bennett Sakuchi. Great race for these three boys into the last few meters of this 50 free. Bennett Sakuchi for Comox with the top touch. And it's the second place touch in lane 5 for Tylen Benson. Ravensong Aquatic Club time is 36:44, 36:88 exactly, 44 100s back for third in 3, Pacific Coast Swimming's Derek Francois. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a session break now. A 10-minute session break before the beginning of the girls 100-meter backstroke. We'd like to call at this time our medaling teams for the girls and boys 4x50-meter medley relay down to the awards podium, as well as our medalists for the girls and boys 100-meter butterfly. We're looking for from Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska, Katie McLaren, Ada Chen, and Adair Nadeau. As well as from the boys 200-meter medley relay, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Cameron Lewell, Dara Tormey, Bennett Sakuchi, and Jace Hemingway. Additionally, from Pacific Coast, we're calling Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Elise McCluskey. From Pacific Coast Swimming, Owen Schroeder. And from the... Actually, those are our medalists that we're calling down. So once again, Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska, Katie McLaren, Ada Chen, and Adair Nadeau. From Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Cameron Lewell, Dara Tormey, Bennett Sakuchi, and Jace Hemingway. Additionally, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Elise McCluskey. And from Pacific Coast Swimming, Owen Schroeder. If you are one of those named swimmers, please make your way down to the awards podium for the medalist presentations of the girls and boys 200-meter medley relay and 100-meter butterfly. We'll be getting those awards underway in just a few moments' time. I'd like to make a quick recall for our volunteer prize winners: Alan Schroeder, Tara Vandenberg, and Carmen from the prize table. If you're in the building, you can come on down to the announcing table to collect your prize at your convenience. Looks like we've got most of our medalists down at the awards podium, so without any further ado, we're going to start into our awards ceremony for the girls and boys 4x50-meter medley relay. Starting on the girls' side, our gold medal team and Vancouver Island regional champions from Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska, Katie McLaren, Ada Chen, and Adair Nadeau. Congratulations, girls. On the boys' side for the 4x50-meter medley, from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, your Vancouver Island regional champions, Cameron Lewell, Dara Tormey, Bennett Sakuchi, and Jace Hemingway. Congratulations, boys and girls. For the medalists now of the girls 10 and under 100-meter butterfly, bronze medalist from Comox Valley Aquatic Club is Elise McCluskey. Silver medalist from Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska. Gold medalist and Vancouver Island regional champion from Pacific Coast Swimming, Ada Chen. And our final set of medalist awards, The boys 10 and under 100-meter butterfly, starting with our bronze medalist from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Cameron Lewell. Silver medalist from Pacific Coast Swimming, Owen Schroeder. Gold medalist and Vancouver Island Regional Champion from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Bennett Sachucci. Congratulations, boys, and congratulations again to all of our medalists for both the girls and boys 4x50 meter medley relay and 100 meter butterfly events. We're resuming the session in about 5 minutes time, about 4:30.
Settle for the last remaining dancer. Can we take flight and do what's right? Damage the side of modern life. Don't wanna be the lone survivor. Don't tell me I'll find a way. Don't break me, I'm here to stay. All these dreams go passing by. We'll find a way to bring back sunlight. Don't tempt me, I'll find a way. We will 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 find a Don't tell me I'll find a way. Don't break me, I'm here to stay. All these dreams go passing by. We'll find a way to bring back sunlight. Don't tempt me, I'll find a way. We will find a way.
The clock
Coach and swimmers, we're about a minute away from our session resumption, so we would like to ask all of our swimmers in the girls 100-meter backstroke, especially heats 1 and 2, to make their way behind the blocks at this time. And any of our wonderful officials who are not in their designated positions to please make their way back to those positions at this time. So again, we are about to resume our session. All swimmers in the first heat or 2 of the girls 100-meter backstroke, now is the time to make your way back behind the blocks. And to all of our officials, please resume your positions for the start of this resumption of the session. Ladies and gentlemen, event 23 now, the first heat of the girls 10 and under 100-meter backstroke, first of 6 heats. Heat 1, timed final.
Scores up through event 22.
Okay.
Event 21, 22.
Okay. Close race into the end of the first heat of the girls' 100-meter backstroke. Top time is 1:43.70. Lane 4 for Kaya Poirier of Island Swimming. Molly Picard pulling up with a 1:44.68 in lane 3 for the Comox Sharks. And third place in lane 2, 1:59.39 for Kinsley Todd of the Ravensong Aquatic Club. Our next race up is the second of 6 heats for the girls' 100-meter backstroke. Heat 2, timed final. How's it going? I said, how's it going?
So good. How's it going with you?
My throat hurts.
I bet.
Lane 1 in Heat 2 is Nella Stivich for the Duncan Stingrays. Lane 1 is Nella Stivich for the Duncan Stingrays. Lane 2, Micah McDonald for the Comox Valley Aquatic Club. In Lane 3, Island Swimming's Royale Nesbitt. Lane 4, Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Annabelle Ludwig. Lane 5 is Island Swimming's Celia Wolf. And Lane 6, Pacific Coast Swimming, Lucia White. 50-meter turn, it is Lane 3, Royale Nesbitt for Island Swimming leading with a time 50:56. Second fastest split is in Lane 6, a minute .77 for Lucia White of Pacific Coast. We've got a 1:03.12 for third at the 50 in Lane 1 for Nella Stivich of the Stingrays. .12.5-meter lead, touching first in Lane 3. It's 1:45.24. Royale Nesbitt of Island Swimming. Good show there in this second heat of the girls' 100-meter backstroke. And 1:45.24 is the lead time. 2 minutes .56 for second place. Lane 6, Pacific Coast Swimming's Lucia White. And third, showing on the board at least, 2:13.94 in Lane 2 for Micah McDonald of Comox. Final 5 meters here for Talia Wolf of Island Swimming, coming into touch in Lane 5. Time of 2:42 approximately. Time's not quite showing on the board there for the sixth place touch. Swimmers, please clear the water to the sides. And we are moving on to Heat 3 of 6 heats for the girls' 100 backstroke. Heat 3, timed final. Swimming in Lane 2. Lane 1 in this Heat 3 of the girls' 100-meter backstroke. Brinley Ludwig for Comox Valley Aquatic Club. Lane 3, Jordan Stewart for Island Swimming. Edie Gregson for Island Swimming in Lane 4. And swimming in Lane 6 for UVic Pacific Coast Swimming's Chloe Gao. Leading 2 times, 48.59 in Lane 3 for Jordan Stewart of Island Swimming. 52.35 is the second fastest split in Lane 1 for Brinley Ludwig of Comox. And 59.41 third into the 50-meter wall for Edie Gregson of Island Swimming. Final 25 meters here. Placings remaining solid through this last 50. And it's entering the final 5 meters now. Lane 1 for Brinley Ludwig of Comox. Quick glance back at the wall before she touches. 152.10 in lane 1. .157.23 is second place in lane 3 for Jordan Stewart of Island Swimming. And it's third in lane 4, 2 minutes 53 for Island Swimming's Edie Gregson in lane 4.
If it was so special, why'd you wait this long to
Next up is Heat 4 of the girls' 100-meter backstroke. Heat 4 of 6, time final.
Felt like I was stuck in chains.
Two disqualifications to announce at this time. Event 23, Heat 2, Lane 1, and Event 23, Heat 2, Lane 6. Again, disqualification in Event 23, Heat 2, Lane 1, and disqualification in Event 23, Heat 2, Lane 6. Swimming in lane 2 in this race, Juliana Roper for Pacific Coast. Lane 3 is Adair Nadeau for Pacific Coast. Lane 4, Nanaimo Riptides, Cameron Baines. And swimming in 5 from the Nanaimo Riptides, Liv McAllister. Leading time of the 50 is in 4. It was 50.6 for Cameron Baines, the Nanaimo Riptides. We have another disqualification to announce at this time. Event 23, Heat 2, Lane 2. Again, disqualification, Event 23, Heat 2, Lane 2. Top time in Heat 4 is in Lane 4. 143.97 for Cameron Baines of the Riptides. Additionally, the fastest time in the event thus far this afternoon. Second place time in lane 2, 153.62 for Juliana Roper of Pacific Coast. And a third in lane 3, 154.64 for Adair Nadeau of Pacific Coast. Swimmers, please clear the water to the sides. And coming in towards the end of the girls' 100-meter backstroke, our second to last heat. This is Heat 5 of 6 heats. Heat 5, timed final. The 1:37.51 is the top time in Heat 5. 37.51 in Lane 3 for Tegan Dunaway of the Duncan Stingrays. Second place in Lane 2, 39.45 for Katie McLaren of Pacific Coast. Moving on to our sixth and final heat of the girls' 100-meter backstroke. Ladies and gentlemen, our top seeds for the girls' 100-meter backstroke. Swimming in Lane 1 from the Duncan Stingrays, Nina Lempinen. Lane 2 from Island Swimming, Reina Eames. In Lane 3 from Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska. Lane 4, Pacific Coast Swimming, Ada Chen. In Lane 5 from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, it's Elise McCluskey. And Lane 6 for the Stingrays, Chelsea Reuter. Heat 6 of the girls' 100-meter backstroke, time final. There is a disqualification in event 23, heat 4, lane 2. Again, disqualification event 23, heat 4, lane 2. There you go. 50 meters in, leading time of 44.77 in lane 3. And that's for Sophia Saska of Pacific Coast, about a half by length back. In lane 4 is Ada Chen for Pacific Coast, 45.80 at the 50-meter wall. Closing the gap, Ada Chen and Sophia Saska head-to-head into the final 5. It looks pretty good for Chen in 4. It's 1:30.27 for Ada Chen. First in, great last 50, last 25 really. And Sophia Saska for second for Pacific Coast in lane 3. Third place in lane 5 is 1:35.59 for Elise McCluskey of Comox. There is a disqualification to announce at this time. Event 23, Heat 5, Lane 3. Again, disqualification, Event 23, Heat 5, Lane 3. Next up, Event 24. This is the boys' 100-meter backstroke. Our first heat is Heat 1 of 2 heats in the event. Time final. Three in the water for this first heat of the boys 100 back. Lane 2 is Dara Tormey of the Comox Valley Aquatic Club. Lane 3, Pacific Coast Swimming, Owen Schroeder. And lane 4, Jace Hemingway of Comox. Early lead here for Owen Schroeder. Already about 5 meters ahead at the first 25 and continuing to build heading in towards the 50-meter turn. 50.10 at the 50-meter turn for Owen Schroeder of Pacific Coast. Pretty close for second, third. Lane 4 followed by 2 turning 106.35 for Jace Hemingway. And Dara Tormey with 107.03 in lane 2. Top time in Heat 1 is 140.85. Lane 3 for Pacific Coast Swimming's Owen Schroeder. And down the final 12.5 for Dara Tormey in lane 2 and Jace Hemingway in lane 4. It's going to be a second place touch for Hemingway in lane 4. Time of 2:14.10. And Tormey for Comox in third, lane 2, 2:18.01. Moving into our second and final heat of the boys' 100-meter backstroke, our top seeds now for the event. In lane 1, Nanaimo Riptide's Ryan Vandenberg. Swimming in lane 2 from Island Swimming, Cooper Horston. Lane 3, Nanaimo Riptide's Wilmer Wang. Lane 4 from the Comox Sharks, Cameron Lewell. Lane 5, Duncan Stingrays, Kieran Dunaway. And in lane 6 from Island Swimming, Elliot Warder. Heat 2 time final for the boys' 100-meter backstroke. Just over 25 meters in. Lane 4 is up in front. Cameron Lewell for Comox Valley Aquatic Club under the 5 meters prior to the 50-meter flip. Splitting in lane 4, 46.27. 50.39 and 50.94. Second in 3, third in 2. Wilmer Wang in 3 for the Nanaimo Riptides, and Island Swimming Cooper Horston for third in lane 2 at the 50. 138.65, 140.84, and showing 142.70 for our top three. First place in lane 4 for Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Cameron Lewell. Second, 140.84 for Cooper Horston of Island Swimming. And third for Wilmer Wang of the Nanaimo Riptides. We have a disqualification to announce at this time. Event 24, Heat 1, Lane 2. Again, disqualification. Event 24, Heat 1, Lane 2. Moving on to our next race here, girls 10 and under 50 meter breaststroke. This is for 4 heats in the event. This is Heat 1, time final. Disqualification to announce in event 24, heat 2, lane 1. Again, disqualification, event 24, heat 2, lane 1. First heat of the girls 50 breaststroke, 4 swimmers in the water. Lane 2, Kinsley Todd of the Ravensong Aquatic Club. Lane 3, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Annabelle Ludwig. Lane 4 is the Stingrays, it's Chelsea Reuter. And in lane 5, Pacific Coast Swimming's Ruby Crow. It's Reuter out in front of the final 5. Will touch first in 4. 1:02 approximately on the for the first place touch. Time's not showing on the board in 4. 1:04.60 for the second place touch in lane 5 for the Ruby Crow of Pacific Coast. And we have a third place touch, 1:08.00. Time showing for lane 4 at 1:08.10. Moving on to Heat 2 now of the girls 50 meter breaststroke. Heat 2, time final. There's a disqualification in event 24, heat 2, lane 5. Again, disqualification, event 24, heat 2, lane 5. Out in front of the final 5, lane 4, Juliana Roper for Pacific Coast. Touching a 57.24. Second place is 102.84 in 3 for Talia Wolf of Island Swimming, and it's third and 5, 104.12 for Alex McLaren of the Comox Valley Aquatic Club. Moving on in the girls 50-meter breaststroke, this is now heat 3 of 4. Again, heat 3, time final. Coming down the barrel end of heat 3, we got Tuesday Sulak out in front for the Comox Valley Aquatic Club in lane 3. Looks pretty good for second place in lane 1, Arden Campbell of Island Swimming. Top time is 52.14. That is for Tuesday Sulak of the Comox Valley Aquatic Club. Second place is in 1 Indeed, 57.02 for Arden Campbell of Island Swimming. And 57.38 in lane 2 for third place, Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Ashley McDonald. And into our fourth and final heat of the girls 50-meter breaststroke. Ladies and gentlemen, your top seeds swimming in lane 1 from Nanaimo Riptides, Cameron Baines. In lane 2 from the Nanaimo Riptides, Phoebe Stevenson. Swimming in lane 3 from Pacific Coast, Katie McLaren. Lane 4, Duncan Swim Team, Tegan Dunaway. Lane 5 from Pacific Coast, Taya Picardi. And swimming in lane 6 from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Sophia Lee. Heat 4 of the girls 50-meter breaststroke, time final. Two disqualifications to announce at this time. Event 25, Heat 1, Lane 2, and Event 25, Heat 2, Lane 2. Once again, those disqualifications, Event 25, Heat 1, Lane 2, and Event 25, Heat 2, Lane 2. Into the final 5, out in front in 4, it's good for Tegan, or pardon me, lane 3, 46.71, good for Katie McLaren, Pacific Coast. A light touch in 4, not sure how that affects the placings. Time showing for second in 2:52.09 for Phoebe Stevenson, Nanaimo Riptides. And third place showing on the board at 52.93 in lane 1 for Cameron Baines. 46.71, the top time for the girls 50-meter breaststroke overall in the event. Moving now into event 26, the boys 50-meter breaststroke. This is heat 1 of 2 heats in the event. Heat 1, time final. Reminder to coaches and swimmers that following the conclusion of this event, there will be another 10-minute break, in which time we'll be updating you on our current team scores and presenting the medals for the girls and boys 100-meter backstroke and 50-meter freestyle. Swimming in this race, however, lane 2 is Pacific Coast Swimming Luca McKnight. Lane 3, Pacific Coast Swimming Oscar Ross. And in lane 5, Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Dara Tormey. About a half bar length lead into the final 10 meters here, out in front in lane 4. Pardon me, lane 3. For Dara Tormey, for Oscar Ross of Pacific Coast, top time in 3:58.15. 59.13, second in 2 for Luca McKnight, Pacific Coast. And we've got a third place finish in lane 5, 1:18.63. That time for Dara Tormey of the Comox Valley Aquatic Club. Into our second of 2 heats for the boys 50-meter breaststroke. Ladies and gentlemen, your top seeds for the event. Swimming in lane 1 from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Jace Hemingway. Lane 2 from the Ravenston Aquatic Club, Tylen Benson. Lane 3, representing the Nanaimo Riptides, Wilmer Wang. In lane 4, from the Duncan Stingrays, Waylon McGregor. Lane 5, Pacific Coast Swimming, Derek Francois. And in lane 6 from the Nanaimo Riptides, Brian Vandenberg. Boys 50 breaststroke, heat 2, time final. Once again, a reminder to coaches and swimmers, following the conclusion of this race, we will be having a 10-minute break prior to the beginning of the girls 200 freestyle. Final 25 here in the 50 breaststroke on the boys' side. It's pretty close between our top 2, Wilmer Wang in 3 and Waylon McGregor in 4. It is Wang for the lead and coming in to touch first in 3. Close, it's 3:49.34 and 49.58 are top 2 in the boys 50 breaststroke. First place in 3 for the Nanaimo Riptides, Wilmer Wang, and second for the Stingrays in lane 4 is Waylon McGregor with third in lane 2. 51.51, Ravenston Aquatic Club's Tylen Benson. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a short, again, 10-minute break here. We will be resuming session at 5:21. And at this time, we would like to quickly call down our medalists for the girls and boys 100-meter backstroke and 50-meter freestyle. From the 100-meter backstroke, we're looking for Pacific Coast Swimming's Ada Chen and Sophia Saska. We're also looking for Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Elise McCluskey. Looking for Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Cameron Lewell, Island Swimming's Cooper Horson, and Pacific Coast Swimming's Owen Schroeder. As well as Island Swimming's Raina Ames, Nanaimo Riptides, Phoebe Stevenson, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Bennett Sakuchi, Raymondson Aquatic Club's Tylen Benson, and Pacific Coast Swimming's Derek Francois. Please make your way down to the awards podium as soon as possible. We'll get those awards presented in the next few minutes. Additionally, we have a disqualification to announce in Event 26, Heat 1, Lane 5. Again, disqualification, Event 26, Heat 1, Lane 5. Coaching the swimmers, additionally at this time, while we are getting our medalists organized, we have a update on our current team scores as of the end of the boys 50-meter freestyle, Event 22. We're gonna raffle through our 6th places. We had 60 points, Ravensong Aquatic Club in 6th. Second, 5th place rather with 175.5 points, Nanaimo Riptides. In 4th place with 287.5 points, the Duncan Swim Team. In 3rd place, 398 points, Island Swimming. With 890 points, 2nd place is the Comox Valley Aquatic Club. And for your combined team score leaders through the boys 50 freestyle with 1,017 points, Pacific Coast Swimming.
Still dancing on the feelings that you gave me.
We're gonna move over to the awards podium now for our medalists presentation for the girls 100-meter backstroke. Starting with the bronze medalist from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, it's Elise McCluskey. Silver medalist from Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska. And your gold medalist and Vancouver Island regional champion in the girls 100 backstroke, Pacific Coast Swimming, Ada Chen. Congratulations, girls. Moving on to our medalist presentation for the boys 100-meter backstroke. Bronze medalist from Pacific Coast Swimming, Owen Schroeder. Silver medalist from Island Swimming, Cooper Horson. And your gold medalist and VIR champion in the boys 100-meter backstroke from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Cameron Lewell. Congratulations, boys. Moving on to our medalist presentation for the girls 50-meter freestyle. Bronze medalist from the Nanaimo Riptides, Phoebe Stevenson. Silver medalist from Island Swimming, Raina Ames. And gold medalist, Vancouver Island regional champion of the girls 50-meter freestyle from Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska. And our final set of medalist presentations for this current moment, the boys 50-meter freestyle. Bronze medalist from Pacific Coast Swimming, Derek Francois. Silver medalist from the Ravensong Aquatic Club, Tylen Benson. And gold medalist, Vancouver Island regional champion of the boys 50-meter freestyle from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Bennett Sakuchi. Congratulations, boys, and congratulations once again to all medalists in the girls and boys 50-meter freestyle and 100-meter backstroke. Coach and swimmers, this is a 4-minute reminder before we begin our session. So 4 minutes before we get underway with event 27, the girls 200-meter freestyle.
Took a walk among the stars tonight. Found myself a washing coming back. It felt like spirits had awakened me. This carnival of animals had taken me. They danced around me and they took my hand.
If we can have a coaching representative from Pacific Coast Swimming, Island Swimming, and the Duncan Stingrays down to the referees table, please. Again, a coaching representative from Pacific Coast, Island Swimming, and the Duncan Swim team down to the referees table, please.
Took a walk among the stars tonight. Found myself a washing coming back. It felt like spirits had awakened me. This carnival of animals had taken me. They danced around me and they took my hand. Whispered, close your eyes and understand. Then I felt the change that startled me. This carnival of animals is part of me. This carnival of animals is all I see. Took a walk among the stars tonight.
Coach and swimmers, 2 minutes prior to the resumption of the session, I'd like to ask all swimmers in heats 1 and 2 of the girls 200-meter freestyle to make their way down to the blocks at this time. All swimmers in heats 1 and 2 of the girls 200 free to the blocks at this time, please. Additionally, if we have any officials who are away from their designated positions, please begin to make your way back to those positions at this time. Once again, any officials, if you are not in your designated positions on the pool deck, please make your way back to those positions as soon as possible.
This carnival of animals is all I see.
Wanna go and run with me? We'll make it our own, we'll live our fantasy. I'm waiting for you to set me free. So run away with me. Tell me where you wanna go. I'll be there for you, baby. I promise I'll be ready. I'll tell you where I wanna go. So run away with me.
It's not coaches, swimmers, volunteers, and officials. The time is 5:21. We'd like to get our session back underway. If we have any officials who are not yet in their positions, please make your way back to your positions at this time. And again, all swimmers in the girls 200-meter freestyle heats 1 and 2 of the girls 200-meter freestyle. If you are not behind blocks, now is the time to head to the blocks area. So once again, all swimmers in heats 1 and 2, the girls 200-meter freestyle, down to the blocks. And any of our officials who are not in their positions, please make your way down at this time. As we have our officials making their way back to their positions, a quick note to all of our officials as well as all of our coaches and swimmers. In event 28, the boys 200-meter freestyle, heats 1 and 2 have been combined. So once again, in event 28, the boys 200-meter freestyle, heats 1 and 2 have been combined. They will swim as one heat, and then we will progress directly into our third heat. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, event 27, the girls 200-meter freestyle. There are 4 heats in the event, and this is the timed final swim for heat 1. Heat 1 of 4 heats in the girls 200-meter free. 3 swimmers in the water for this heat. Lane 3 is Brinley Ludwig for Comox. Lane 4, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Molly Picard. And in lane 5, Pacific Coast Swimming, Ruby Crow. The first place touch in heat 1 at the 150 turn, 229.18. Lane 4, Molly Picard for Comox. Second in the 150 turn in lane 3, 250.10. And 54.96 in 5 for Ruby Crow. It's Brinley Ludwig with the second place turn to lane 3, and Ruby Crow for Pacific Coast, third in 5. A 25-meter lead over second and third for Molly Picard, coming down into the final 5 meters here of this first heat of the girls 200. Comox Valley Aquatic Club in lane 4. Top time is 3:19.45. Second place in lane 3 is 350.22 for Brinley Ludwig of the Comox Valley Aquatic Club. We got 353.48 for third in 5. Pacific Coast Swimming, Ruby Crow. Moving into Heat 2 now for the girls 200 meter freestyle, Heat 2 of 4, time final. In Heat 2 of the girls 200 meter freestyle, lane 1, Pacific Coast Swimming, Lucia White. In 2, Pacific Coast Swimming's Karina McDougall. Lane 3 is Island Swimming's Edie Gregson. In 4, Nanaimo Riptide's Charlotte Christensen. Lane 5, Island Swimming's Kaya Poirier. And in 6, Pacific Coast Swimming's Chloe Gao. Leading time at the 50-meter turn, 45.99, followed 49.19 and 49.86. That's lane 4, Charlotte Christensen out in front, followed by Edie Gregson in 3 and Kaya Poirier in 5. Leading 145.09 over 147.19 and 54.26. Lane 3 followed by 5 still, Edie Gregson and Kaya Poirier. With Charlotte Christensen out in front in lane 4. 2:32.34 in 4 for Charlotte Christensen and Nanaimo Riptides. 2:40.78 and 43.94 for second, third into the final 50 here. 3, then 5. Gregson in 3, Poirier in 5. And entering the final 25 now for Gregson, or pardon me, for Christensen. Final 5 meters here for Charlotte Christensen and Nanaimo Riptides in 4. Touching first in Heat 2, 3:20.94. Second place in lane 3, 3:34.18 for Edie Gregson of Island Swimming. And Kaya Poirier for Island Swimming, third in 5, 3:34.89. We're just about to move into our third heat of the girls 200 meter free. Our top time in the event still stands 3:19.45 from heat 1. A time put up by Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Molly Picard. Heat 3 now for the girls 200 meter freestyle. Heat 3 of 4, timed final. Pretty close pool through the first 50 of this 200. However, slight breakaway in lanes 3 and 4 for Avery Hill and Adair Nadeau, both Pacific Coast. Our other 4 competitors in the pool: lane 1, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Clara LeBlanc, and Island Swimming's Arden Campbell in lane 2. We also have Tuesday Sulak for the Comox Valley Aquatic Club in lane 5, and Island Swimming's Jordan Stewart swimming in lane 6. Still very close heading into the 100-meter turn, but a 2-meter, 2-body length breakaway from the remainder of the field as they turn at the 100 rather. 136.79, narrow lead in 4 for Adair Nadeau, Pacific Coast, followed fairly closely though, 137.76, just over a second, just under a second rather, difference between our first and second place swimmers. Second for Avery Hill, Pacific Coast as well in lane 3. And then it's pretty close for third and fourth and fifth. I believe is slight advantage in lane 2 for Arden Campbell of Island Swimming. We're heading into the final, the 150 turn rather. So it may have in fact been lane 6, Jordan Stewart for Island Swimming. Nonetheless, at the 150, top time is 2:27.02. Slight breakaway now for our first place turn. Top time in lane 3, again for Avery Hill, Pacific Coast. 29.52 for Adair Nadeau in lane 4. Dropping back slightly into this final 50. And it is 2:36.86 in lane 6. For a third place turn into the final 50 here for Jordan Stewart of Island Swimming. Final 25 for Avery Hill, Pacific Coast in lane 3. Final 25 as well for Adair Nadeau in lane 4. And under the final 5 flags now for Avery Hill in lane 3. We'll be touching first in heat 3 of the girls 200 with a time of 3:12.38. Second place finish in lane 4, 3:22.27. That time for Adair Nadeau, Pacific Coast in lane 4. And it's third in lane 6, holding that third place position through the remainder of the final 50. 3:28.77 for Island Swimming's Jordan Stewart. That time of 3:12.38 for Avery Hill, the fastest time in the event thus far this afternoon. And ladies and gentlemen, moving into our fourth and final heat for the girls 200-meter freestyle. Your top seeds now for this heat. Swimming in lane 1 from Pacific Coast Swimming, Grace Payette. In lane 2, Pacific Coast Swimming, Ada Chen. Swimming in lane 3, Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska. In lane 4, from Island Swimming, Raina Ames. Lane 5 is Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Elise McCluskey. And swimming in lane 6, Duncan Swim Team's Nina Lempinen. Girls 200-meter freestyle heat 4 of 4, time final. Reminder once again to all coaches, swimmers, and officials that heat 1 and 2 of the boys 10 and under 200-meter freestyle have been combined. We will swim both races, both heats as one heat, and then progress directly into heat 3 of the event. Back to the pool early lead here in the first 50 for Pacific Coast Swimming, Sophia Saska in lane 3, turning 37.54 at the 50. We've got Ada Chen for Pacific Coast, 38.98, second at the 50 in lane 2, and 40.16 for Raina Ames of Island Swimming, following third at the 50-meter split in lane 4. One 100-meter turn, still Saska followed by Chen. However, heading into the 125, Chen pulling up, closing the gap between first and second. 26.72 for third at the 104 for Island Swimming's Raina Ames. Coming down the 150-meter length. Looking good for takeover here by Chen. Not quite yet, however. 2:06.40. Saska may have sighted out for her left side. Final 50 here between these two PCS swimmers. Saska in 3, Chen in 2. Half body length between the two heading into the final 25 here. 2:14.08 is third in 4 for Raina Ames at the 150. Island Swimming. And final 25. Two girls are not giving each other much here. However, it's tight. It's really close. Final 5. Chen and Saska battling it out. It's down to the touch. It's 2:46.89, 3/100ths of a second. Chen has the first place touch. Great race there, girls. Great race. 2:46.92 for second in 3 by Pacific Coast Swimming Sophia Saska. And 3 minutes 32 in 4 for Island Swimming's Raina Ames. Fantastic race to top out the girls 200-meter free. Again, 3/100ths of a second there between our top two. Moving in now to event 28, the boys 200-meter freestyle. This is a combined race of heats 1 and 2. Once again, time final swim for the combined race, combined heats 1 and 2. For our swimmers in this race, lane 1 is Duncan Swim Team's Kieran Dunaway. Lane 2, Pacific Coast Swimming, Oscar Ross. In 3, Pacific Coast Swimming, Derek Francois. Lane 4, Island Swimming's Cooper Horston. In lane 5, Pacific Coast Swimming's Owen Schroeder. And lane 6, Pacific Coast Swimming's Luca McKnight. It's a 44:03 lead in lane 5 for Owen Schroeder of Pacific Coast, 48:41 and 3/10 back from that. Third place is 48:71. Exactly 3/10 of a second between our second and third place turn at the 50-meter split. Lane 4 for second, Cooper Horston of Island Swimming, and Owen Schroeder for Pacific Coast. Pardon me, lane 3, it was third, Derek Francois for Pacific Coast. Coming into the 100-meter turn here, halfway through this race. 33.77, 133.77 in lane 5 for Pacific Coast Swimming's Owen Schroeder. (43.51 and 47.32). Turnover for third at the 100-meter turn. 43.51 for second in 4, Island Swimming's Cooper Horston, and that 47.37 is in lane 2 for Oscar Ross for Pacific Coast. And just 5/100ths of a second, a half-tenth between third and fourth. Derek Francois in 3 for that narrow fourth at the 100 turn. Schroeder at the 150 for Pacific Coast, 223.20, 223.20. Still fairly close for third here at the 150-meter wall. 241.84 for second in lane 4, Island Swimming's Cooper Horston. And it's 43.89 for third now. Back on top, back into the top 3, I should say, for Derek Francois of Pacific Coast. And looks like making a move for second, heading into the 175-meter wall. In the meantime, final 5 meters and touching first in 5 for Pacific Coast Swimming's Owen Schroeder. 3:08.36 is the top time. It's tight for second between lanes 3 and 4. Top time, or second place time rather, I should say, 3:34.97. And exactly 3/100ths of a second. Another very tight race here for second. Third is 3:35 flat in lane 3 for Derek Francois. Second place, Cooper Horston for Island Swimming in 4. Again, that time 3:34.97. We have a disqualification to announce in event 28. Moving into our final heat for the boys 200-meter freestyle. This is heat 3, 2 on the board. Your top seeds, ladies and gentlemen, in this race, lane 1, Comox Valley Aquatic Club's Cameron Lewell. Swimming in lane 2 from the Ravensong Aquatic Club, Tylen Benson. Lane 3 from the Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Bennett Sakuchi. Lane 4 from the Duncan swim team, it's Waylon McGregor. Lane 5, Island Swimming, Elliot Warder. And in 6 from Pacific Coast Swimming, Arnav GC. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, 200-meter freestyle, heat 3 of 3, time final. Disqualification in event 28, heat 2, lane 1. Again, disqualification, event 28, heat 2, lane 1. $50 in, 41.99, and then just over 0.2 of a second up for second place in 4. Bennett Sakuchi for Comox, first in 3 at the 50. Waylon McGregor for second in 4. And 43.64 for third of the 50 in 6. Pacific Coast Swimming's Arnav GC. Coming into the 100-meter turn here, about a half body length between our top 2 swimmers, lanes 3 and 4. 4 with the lead, 28.83 for Waylon McGregor, and 29.42 for Sakuchi in lane 3. Our placings remaining the same into the 150. McGregor for the lead in 4 for Duncan, and Sakuchi for second in lane 3 for Comox. 2:14.16, 2:15.46. A second and 0.3 between our top 2. 25 flat for second in third, rather, in lane 2. Tylen Benson for Ravensong. And McGregor picking up the pace. It's a body length now heading into the final 10 meters of this 200-meter freestyle. See Sakuchi trying hard, but it's not going to be enough. McGregor, 2:56.79 for Duncan. Second place in 3, 2:58.54 for Bennett Sakuchi of the Comox Valley Aquatic Club. And 3:12.35 for third in lane 2, Ravensong Aquatic Club's Tylen Benson. Ladies and gentlemen, coaches and swimmers, we're going to have a short 5-minute break prior to the start of the mixed medley relay, just to give our swimmers a bit of breathing room between the end of the 200 free and the start of the mixed medley. While we are in our 5-minute break, we'll be resuming just before 6 o'clock, 5:57. We'd like to call down, while we're waiting on results for our 200-meter freestyle events, our medalists for the girls and boys 50-meter breaststroke. So if we can have Katie McLaren from Pacific Coast, Tegan Dunaway from the Duncan swim team, and Phoebe Stevenson from Nanaimo Riptides, as well as Wilmer Wang from Nanaimo Riptides, Waylon McGregor for the Duncan swim team, and Ravensong Aquatic Club's Tylen Benson. Please make your way down to the awards podium. We'll get those presented in about 2 minutes' time. And presenting the medalists now for the girls 50-meter breaststroke. Bronze medalist from the Nanaimo Riptide swim team, Phoebe Stevenson. Silver medalist from the Duncan swim team, Tegan Dunaway. And your gold medalist and Vancouver Island regional champion in the girls 50 breaststroke, from Pacific Coast Swimming, Katie McLaren. Congratulations, girls.
Times like these are here to show. You can do things for me and more. I got your back, just take things slow. I'll bring everyone to something I want. Your heart and more.
And moving into our second set of medalist presentations for the current moments, the boys 50-meter breaststroke, bronze medalist from the Ravensong Aquatic Club, Tylen Benson. Silver medalist from the Duncan swim team, Waylon McGregor. And your gold medalist and Vancouver Island regional champion from the Nanaimo Riptides, Wilmer Wang. Congratulations, boys, and congratulations again to all 6 medalists for the girls and boys 50-meter breaststroke. We'd like to ask any and all of our officials to please retake your positions so we can get underway with the mixed medley relay. And all of our relay teams, please make your way down to the far side of the pool, start end of the pool in preparation for the relays. Once again, all of our officials, please retake your positions on the pool deck in preparation for the start of the mixed medley. And all of our relay teams, please make your way down to the start end. Coaches and swimmers will get our medalists for the boys and girls 200-meter freestyle and the 4x50 medley relay, 4x50 mixed medley relay, presented after the event at the end of session. Final few moments for our swimmers in the mixed medley relay to take their spaces behind the blocks. We are still awaiting our Comox teams for the mixed medley relay. If you guys are coming into this race, head on down to the blocks as soon as possible. Once again, Comox, we got to get your relay teams up behind the blocks. Ladies and gentlemen, our final event of the afternoon shortly become the evening. This is event 29, the mixed 10 and under 4x50 meter mixed medley relay. Heat 1 of 1. Madam Referee. Six teams in the water for this 4x50 mixed medley relay. Lane 1, the B team for Island Swimming. Currently in the water, Edie Gregson for the team. Lane 2, Nanaimo Riptides, Charlotte Christensen. In lane 3, Kieran Dunaway for Duncan. Lane 4, Comox Valley Aquatic Club, Cameron Lewell for the first 50. Royale Nesbitt in lane 5 for Island Swimming, and Jace Hemingway for the Comox B team in lane 6. Times at the 50 showing 44.91 and 48.08 for our top two, with 49.49 in 5. Top two, lanes 2 and 3, Nanaimo Riptides and Duncan. Phoebe Stevenson in for the Riptides now in lane 2, and Waylon McGregor for the breaststroke in lane 3. Looks to me actually Wilmer Wang in for the Nanaimo Riptides in lane 2. Holy smokes, it's close to the 100. 136.26, 136.30, and 136.57. 0.3 of a second between our top three at the 100 meter turn. Fly is a different story. Lane 4 out front, Comox building their lead. Looks like it's Elise McCluskey for the 50 fly here. Duncan, Nina Lempinen, and Ryan Vandenberg for Nanaimo in lane 2. And total breakaway through the fly. 4 is out front. Bennett Sakuchi for the anchoring 50 of free. Nobody's touching Comox's A team coming into the final 10 meters of this mixed medley relay. And there's the touch in 3, 2:53.68. That time is in 4, rather. We don't have a time showing on the board for our top touch. And second place, nonetheless, in lane 3 for Duncan. And a third place in lane 2. Approximately 3:20 on the clock there for the third place finish. Bit of a board error for our top 3 times there. However, second place, again, third place rather, for Nanaimo in lane 2, top touch in lane 4 for Comox, Duncan second in 3, and Nanaimo third in lane 2.
Got people checking on me, asking me if I'm okay. Appreciate it, but my answer is always the same. Tired of myself, I wish I could get out my brain. All these thoughts and these feelings are driving me insane. Wish I could do this, wish I could do that. Wish I could just wake up and focus without dealing with all the stress of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the conclusion of the mixed medley relay,
No, I'm not alone, I just want someone to listen to the things
unless I'm very much...
to the shit I have to deal with every night and through the day.
I don't have it, okay. We have a second race in the mixed medley relay. This is heat 2 for the 4x50 mixed medley relay. Madam Referee. There's a disqualification to announce at this time. Event 29, Heat 1, Lane 3. Again, disqualification, Event 29, Heat 1, Lane 3. And our final heat of the mixed medley relay, Heat 2 of 2. Pacific Coast Swimming A team in lane 3 and Pacific Coast B in lane 4. It was Sophia Saska and Owen Schroeder for the first 50. Backstroke, we got Katie McLaren in now for the A team in lane 3 and Oscar Ross for the B team in lane 4. Leading in lane 4, it's Pacific Coast Swimming's B team, Arnav GC for the 50 fly, and the Pacific Coast A team in lane 3 with Ada Chen in for the fly 50. Quickly taking over for first place over the B team in lane 4. Entering the final 50, 2:18.78 and 2:28.10. Lane 3 for Pacific Coast. That's the A team out front in lane 3, and Pacific Coast B team for second in lane 4. 2:59.21 is the top time in lane 3 for the Pacific Coast A team. 3:08.83 second in 4 for the B team. And at this time, 2 disqualifications to announce. Event 29, Heat 1, Lane 2, and Event 29, Heat 1, Lane 6. Once again, those disqualifications, Event 29, Heat 1, Lane 2, and Event 29, Heat 1, Lane 6. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to a session close for session 3, our second session today of the 2022 Vancouver Island Regional Short Course Championships. We've got a couple medals to present. We're waiting on official results for the 4x50 medley, mixed medley relay, so we'll have those out for you shortly. As well as updated team scores through the end of the meet. At the end of event 29. So those are shortly upcoming. In the meantime, huge thank you to all of our teams for coming out, and all approximately 60 swimmers for coming out to the 2022 Vancouver Island Regional Short Course Championships here in the city of Duncan, in the glorious and beautiful Cowichan Valley. To all of our swimmers and teams, we do encourage you to hang around and collect your medals for our upcoming medalist presentations. To anyone who is on their way out of the building, safe travels home to wherever that may be. And we hope to see you again on a pool deck sometime very, very soon. Huge thank you again to all of our volunteers, and with an especially huge thanks to all of our officials and our technical staff over at the Clerk of Courses table. Your efforts do not go unnoticed, and the meet would not happen without you. So huge pat on the back, big huge thank you to all of our wonderful volunteers. With the conclusion of the meet, we'd also like to extend a huge thank you to the following sponsors for their support of both of the Duncan Stingrays, your host club. Big huge thank you to the Cowichan Valley Regional District, the District of North Cowichan, the Province of BC, Duncan Hyundai, and the Peninsula Co-op. Thank you to for all of your support.
I wanna break out but not able. I'm laying down in the dirt. Maybe I just need some time to pull myself together. I don't really feel like trying now. Will I stay forever? No, we'll be alright.